Ousted Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif today appeared before the Accountability Court to defend himself in 3 corruption cases. Nawaz Sharif came to court and attended the hearing for a very brief period. He left the court after a while. Sharif is facing corruption and money laundering charges in a Panama Papers scandal. Sharif returned to Pakistan on Monday, this after spending weeks in London with his ailing wife. The Accountability Court had summoned Nawaz Sharif and his children to the court in the reference filed by the National Accountability Bureau. Officials said that Sharif decided to return after consultations with the senior party leaders, including his younger brother and Punjab Province Chief Nawaz Sharif in London. Reports suggest that he is staying in Punjab House in Islamabad and held meetings with PMNL party leaders. And what next for Nawaz Sharif? I am joined by my colleague Taha Siddiqui from Islamabad on phone line. Taha, so what's the future for Nawaz Sharif when it comes to Pakistani politics?
Well, currently today was the first time he was presenting himself to the National Accountability Court. And from what we understand, basically there is supposed to be a consultative meeting right now that Nawaz Sharif is going to be basically discussing with his lawyers, his friends and his family members, where and afterwards later in the day around 3:30 p.m. India time, they're supposed to do a press conference with regards to outline their future strategy as to what they will be doing in the coming days with regards to this particular National Accountability Court cases. Today in the morning, just 20-30 minutes ago, Nawaz Sharif was at the National Accountability Court, where he asked for a waiver from not come to the court again, and even the judge said that because of all the people he had brought in and all the supporters he had brought in, the decorum of the court was disturbed. So the judge let him go back and said that we will decide whether or not you have to be here at every hearing or whether your lawyer can represent you. So in that sense, right now, Nawaz Sharif has been told that he can stay at home. So he's staying in Islamabad at the Punjab House, where he's doing consultative meetings once the hearing finishes, and then later in the day we're going to get to know more about his his plan in the coming days.
But then, do you think that Nawaz Sharif may get some legal reprieve because ultimately the legal case has created the political crisis for him, or you feel that window is very narrow and does not exist for him at all?
Well, right now the National Accountability Court is just starting its hearing, so it's definitely going to take some time before the court moves in a particular direction. Whether it's a direction where they will indict him and find him guilty later on, or whether they will not find that issue and then they will probably say that he's not guilty. Today was the first hearing. And from the looks of it, the evidences that are available already through which he was disqualified, or, when the joint investigation team did their 6-month investigation before, at that time, Nawaz Sharif and his family were not able to satisfy the Supreme Court with proper documentation with regards to their property, with regards to their assets, with regards to the money trail. So if the same repeat is seen at the National Accountability Court, then definitely the court will not rule in their favor. But again, all of this depends on how the judges see the evidence, how the judges look at the evidence, and whether or not the Sharif family is able to satisfy the court's queries, and then only the court will decide accordingly.
Thank you, Taha, for this update. My colleague Taha Siddiqui taking us through the various options which are available for Nawaz Sharif.